Hello everybody! This time we will learn how to use the pen tool in Adobe Illustrator 2021. The pen tool is a tool used to create paths in Adobe Illustrator. This tool also appears in Adobe Photoshop and its use is very similar. Usually, we use the pen tool in Photoshop to make a selection. In Adobe Illustrator, we prefer to use the pen tool to create paths and shapes to create objects that we want and have vector properties. Using the pen tool is very easy, but we need to know some behaviors and functions that can make it easier for us. In order to be able to master all its behavior and function, let's just try to use the pen tool from making the easiest shape till the fairly complex shape. What is the simplest shape? We can try to make a line using the pen tool. It's easy. Select the pen tool. If you are a shortcut lover, then you can press the P key on your keyboard to use the pen tool. To start using the pen tool is always the same. Do a left mouse click on our canvas. Determine the end of line we want to create. Then, left mouse click again on the canvas. If you're doing it wrong, you can undo via the edit menu, or you can also use the shortcut Ctrl Z on Windows or Command Z on Mac. We repeat this line so it will perfectly straight horizontally. It's easy. Just hold down the Shift button. Then the line we make will be straight at certain angles in multiples of 45 degrees. When you have determined the location of the desired line, left-click on the mouse. If we see, the pen tool still wants to continue the path, but we want to finish this line. Then, we can press the Escape key on the keyboard. Congratulations! You are one step further to be able to master the pen tool. As I said earlier, we will learn the simplest one first. From the line we made, there are two things that we can see, which is the path and two anchor points. Anchor points are points that determine path position, and we can change their position or even delete them. So we can change the length of the line by changing the location of the anchor point. How do we change the position of the anchor point? I just theorized that we could change the length of the line by changing the location of the anchor points. Let's try in practice with the selection tool with shortcut V. This selection tool acts like the free transform tool in Photoshop if you ever use it. We can pull the object at will. Now, of course we can change the length of the line this way. But this is not the right way, because our end goal is to manipulate shapes and objects, not just a line. So, now we will get to know a specific selection tool for this purpose, with the name Direct Selection Tool using shortcut A. We can select the anchor points that we want to move. Then the rest is easy. Just click, drag and drop anchor points to the desired location. Direct Selection Tool also allows you to select multiple anchor points by holding Alt on Windows or Option on a Mac and click the desired anchor points. The second way is to make a mouse selection using your mouse. We created a line before, and now we are going to make a curve. Curves can also be called lines that are not straight. Curves are very important because most objects will have curves. The way to make a curve is to determine the bending point, which has a behavior like gravity or magnetism. We can determine this bending point by clicking and holding the left mouse button. This bending point is called the handle point. The handle point will pull a straight line to the handle point. Making a circle is very easy. Just use a shape. But we will use the pen tool to know the behavior of the pen tool, and also so that we can create shapes that have curves. Just like before, select the pen tool with shortcut P and start by creating the first anchor point on the canvas. However, since all the lines of the circle are curves, we have to click and drag from the first anchor point. Here, we learn the nature of the handle. That is, the farther the handle point is from the anchor point, the stronger the pull from the handle point, which affects the curve of a line. To close the circle, we can click on the first created anchor point. But don't forget, because we're making a circle, we have to adjust the last curve. So, let's do a final click and drag on this anchor point. Congratulations! Now you have mastered how to create curves, know the behaviors of the handle points, and can even create circles. Now, we will learn how to fix broken shapes, because we will often make mistakes in mastering the pen tool. For example, misplaced anchor points, the curve is not like what we wanted, and so on. It's easy. Now we first create a random shape using the pen tool. How can we change the curve after the object is finished? If you remember learning how to change the position of anchor points, this will be very easy, because the handle points can also be changed using the direct selection tool. So, let's change it to the shape we want. Press A to pick the direct selection tool. Select and drag the position of the anchor point or handle points to adjust the shape. Amazing! Now you can use the pen tool properly. Oh yeah, if you like and learn from this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe to get tutorials like this again. In the next tutorial, I will share some simple tips on using the pen tool so that your shape creation becomes more efficient. Hope this tutorial helps you all. If you have questions, just ask them in the comment section. See you in the next video.